G'day everyone, welcome to Matthew Scar Models. Today on the bench with a few other bits and pieces, I've got the Tamiya Carro Armato 1340 M1340 medium tank. I'm also going to be using the Miniart Italian tank crew, and on top of that, for this build I'm going to be using the Edward basic photo etch set for this tank for my next build project. This kit is released in 1974 by Tamiya. This one is probably the original issue boxing. I bought it secondhand for a while, quite a while ago, because I was always interested in Italian tanks. Not for the fact they were used by the Italians, but they were used by the Australians during the Second World War in North Africa. This one might be built as an Australian captured version. I have got another old one of these. I was given 20 odd years ago that someone built. I'll be using that one to modify it a fair bit with some sandbag armour, etc., as used by the Australians. This one will be built as an Italian tank. My instructions are photocopied. The kit came with these photocopied instructions. Virtually the front page tells you about the tank and how it was used and how it wasn't very successful. How the Italians down the bottom here formatted their tank battalion. And basically it just goes through the normal Tamiya build range of the little hints and tips down the side, building all your road wheels and wheel carriers, building your lower hull, adding everything else, putting your top hull plate on. Versions will come through saying you can have this as a half fender version where the back half of the tracks are exposed. It does look interesting. I do like that. I don't know whether I'll go there or not, but virtually putting the turret together, the gun, the commander, etc., etc., and then back to the painting guide at the rear. So the instructions are pretty basic and very well laid out. I won't be using the commander in the kit. I'll be using something out of my Minicraft kit. The photo etch set that I've got here is quite good. If I can get it without blinding everyone with the glare. It does have the two front fender replacements. So the fender cut, if you take the plastic molded ones off the back, you'll get a nice realistic front fender. Because these are nice and thin. I'm a little bit unsure on how to fold stuff, but we'll work it out. Engine grills, tool clasps for the shovels, a beautiful sight there for the Burrito anti-aircraft gun, engine hatch cover, bolts, tie downs, etc. So I think that'll improve the old kit a little bit more than what it is. So Edward set is very, very good. And like for the sake of a $10 buy, I think it will add a little bit to a kit and still keep it in budget. Good thing about a lot of these old Tamiya kits, you can get a lot of photo etch for them fairly cheap, and sort of makes them into something a little bit more special. I'll be using these Miniart figures. I'll be picking two of these out for my tank. I'm not too sure which ones I'm going to use yet. But we'll see how we go. I'll find something that interests me. I do like these two guys seating here, but also wouldn't mind a commander figure in his leather jacket as well. I will work on that and work out which ones I need. Yeah, there's a very small bag with the pieces in it. I've already gone through this once, but everything is molded really nicely for injected molding. There's stitching lines on uniforms. Everything has a little bit of flash around it, but it'll be easy clean up just to give it a scrape off. And we have to remember that these figures are mass produced and injected molded. you can't expect the quality from resin, so I think, but everything is very well done. I know these figures will probably have to have a little bit of filler, as I've read on a lot of the other forums and things on the internet, so I'm not going to be too shocked with that. These were produced in 2016, and Miniart do a really good range of other figure sets, including a French tank crew, US tank crew. I've seen Hungarian tank crews and a lot of things that are really different, so it'd be nice to have those and see how things go. So thanks for watching, guys. Construction will start on the little tank very shortly. Thank you to my new subscribers and all your kind comments. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I probably just won't be doing this as a build series or anything. I'll just put it together and go through what I find was an easy part of the kit to build and what I struggled with. So next time we'll have a look at the build review shortly in the next few days. And until then, be safe, model hard, God bless, and a little bit of effort, you can get a good result from an old model kit. Cheers.